What's up, everybody? I'm Jacqueline. I'm a photography stuff review writer for ShotKit, and sometimes I make YouTube reviews about really neat software that I've been loving lately. So in honor of the horrendous storm that is currently hitting my city right now, I felt compelled to spend my evening telling you all about Narrative Select. Narrative is the first photography culling software that's actually caught my attention and made me want to incorporate it into my everyday workflow. And if it catches your attention by the end of this video, you can go ahead and sign up for yourself via the link that I plan to leave in the description below and use my code SHOTKIT20, all lowercase, all one word, to get 20% off of your pro subscription if you want to. So for those of you who aren't super familiar with culling software and what it's used to do, Narrative Select is basically just a tool that's going to help you quickly choose the very best images from a shoot and send only them to Lightroom. So this is going to separate all the photos that you actually want to edit and deliver from the duds that you might not otherwise want to edit or send to your clients or any of that. I've been anti-culling software and I've always just culled using smart previews in Lightroom. I'm sort of old school when it comes to managing my business. Like I literally use Google Drive for a lot of my accounting and client management and all that stuff. So I really have always preferred to just have all of my workflow, as much as my work done in one place as possible. But after I saw a bunch of my wedding photographer friends freaking out about Narrative Select in our Facebook group, I got a little FOMO and I was like, okay, well now I really gotta try this. So I did, and Narrative Select has totally changed my mind about having separate culling tools in my workflow. I actually don't know how I've lived without it at this point. It has cut my culling time down to 30 minutes per wedding, which is that's probably half or maybe even less than what it used to take me to get through 1,500 photos. That's about the average I shoot in a full wedding day. If you think about it, that's probably saving me about 20 or more hours a year of my time. That's an entire day of my life that I'm getting back. So if you're not totally intrigued yet, we'll just get right to it. I'm gonna give you guys kind of a little overview of how this tool works, and we will just dive right in. So currently, Narrative Select is only available for Mac OS X. That is probably the only con I can really think of that it has, to be completely honest. But if you are a Windows user, you can sign up on this form here on their homepage, and they'll just send you email updates periodically about any information about when it's coming to an operating system near you. First feature I'm going to talk about is the eye and focus assessments. This is very clearly the most compelling part about Narrative Select. It has the ability to detect if someone's eyes are closed, or if an image is out of focus, or even if someone's eyes are partially closed, which is kind of cool. And when that happens, we're going to see these little yellow and red indicator flags on our toolbar here, and we can also hover over these to see it'll highlight all of the images that are in that same scene, which is also kind of a cool feature. So what's really cool is we can actually just hover over the icon on the image itself, and it'll say oh, Chasen's eyes are closed and Nick's eyes are closed. And it also gives us this little focus score. So it's out of 100 being super in focus and 0 being not really in focus. So it'll give us its prediction based on what the program thinks, and then we can kind of go and see if maybe there's another better option in here somewhere. This one looks a little bit better. It says Chasen's eyes are fully open. She's nearly out of focus, but I don't think it's too big of a deal. This isn't really giving us an indicator at all because everything looks pretty good. Second best thing about Narrative Select is this close-ups panel here on the right-hand side that goes through and zooms in on every single person's face in a group photo. Absolute game changer if you're a wedding photographer. We can see that this gentleman's face he has his eyes closed. We can see how everyone, how in focus everyone is. There's no zooming in, zooming out, any of that pixel peeping mumbo jumbo that we have to do in Lightroom. I'm seriously so excited about this feature. It is incredibly helpful and invaluable to saving time. I mean, honestly, if anything, this is what sold Narrative Select to me in the first place. Now that we've kind of gone in on all the eye and focus assessments and all of that, we can talk about the actual culling part of this tool. It has all of the same hotkeys that we have in Lightroom. T is for tag. All of the stars are the same. So if you want to give an image 5 stars, you just hit the 5 button. When we go from photo to photo, we can either hit the up and downward arrows, or if you want to go even faster, you can actually just hit the left and right arrows. So in the top right hand corner of narrative, we have our filter options in here. If I feel like something is worthy of the wedding photo Hunger Games, I will just hit T for tag. Maybe I think something is really spectacular and I want to give it a 5-star rating. I can actually do that right here in narrative as well. All these filters are going to go over into Lightroom when we ship them there. And this is also a really nice time-saving tool that kind of just helps us get organized before we even import in the first place. Okay, so now that we have all of our photos selected that we want to send to Lightroom, we're going to click Ship in the top right-hand corner. It's going to open up this dialog window. We want to make sure that we are sending it to the correct catalog. You can pick from an existing one, create a new one, or just use the most recent. I actually already have a catalog going for Chasen and Nick, so I'm just going to select this option, and we can ship the 21 images that we have chosen in Narrative Select. It's going to open Lightroom right away, and it's going to have everything that we have chosen to send over already checked here, and that's pretty much it. Then we just need to hit import, and they're just going to go right in. That's really how easy it is to use this tool. So if you're wanting to work smarter, not harder, and you want to try incorporating one of these really cool photography culling tools into your workflow, I would definitely recommend giving Narrative Select a try. Once again, you can use my code SHOTKIT20, all one word, all lowercase, for a 20% discount on a Narrative Select Pro subscription. Or if you just want to use it as a selecting tool without all the helpful doodads, the tool is actually completely free. Just keep in mind that you can only get the eye and focus assessments as well as the close-ups panel if you have the pro account. So once again, that code is SHOTKIT20, and I'll also make sure it's in the description below for all your copying and pasting needs. That code has no expiration date, so for those of you tuning in from the year 3074, it should still be available to you. Hopefully this video was informative to at least someone out there, and that Narrative Select can give fellow photographers some time back, just as it has given me time back. I think it is worth every penny personally for the pro subscription. That close-up panel is honestly so invaluable when you're taking so many group photos on a wedding day especially. And I'm really looking forward to hearing in the comments what you guys think. If you've used Narrative Select, if you think there's a better option out there, definitely let us know below. And yeah, other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this super cool culling tool. Wow, say that 10 times fast.